95% of our lives are run and created by our subconscious mind programming. Imagine if your subconscious mind is running many negative, disempowering, and self-sabotaging programs. How will that 95% of your life turn out to be? Would you like help to change your subconscious programming into something that works for you and set it to attract and create everything you desire? Join Tamara Oviatt in her show Metaprogramming and the Human Biocomputer here on Om Times, where she will connect to the source energy and change your subconscious programming by deleting your negative belief systems. Tamara is the founder of Sacred Activations, a subconscious metaprogramming modality that rewires your brain and shifts hundreds of your belief systems so you can break away from lack, pain, and suffering and take control of what you want to create in your life. Tamara has helped hundreds of thousands of people worldwide, and she is here to help you too. It's not about fighting what you don't want. It's about creating what you do want. And the only way to do that is to change and upgrade your subconscious programming. Let Tamara help you create magic in your world. Tune in every week at Metaprogramming and the Human Biocomputer.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to Metaprogramming in the Human Biocomputer. My name is Sara G. I'm going to be your host today. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. For those of you who don't know me, again, my name is Sara, and I am a Sacred Activations Master Practitioner, medical intuitive teacher. I am a Master Instructor of Integrated Energy Therapy. I practice and teach that as well here in California. I've been practicing and studying energy medicine since 2016. And yeah, that's why I'm here. So welcome. I'm going to do a plug. So I have a website now. It is www.workwithsarag.com. And so if you're interested in connecting or getting a bit of my brand of energy medicine, please reach out. There's a connect button, just fill out the form. I'm going to say that I've been really being called to offer more. And I've got to say that almost everybody I know is really going through something, really being challenged by life or growing, pushing through the state of the world, the affairs, So I'm going to be offering 12 free sessions. If you go to my website and reach out through the Connect link, the first 12 people that reach out will get a free session. And that's my gift. That's, I know a lot of folks can really use the assistance and the support. And yeah, and I'm here for that. So, hi. Today's theme, when I sat with what the theme should be today, I kept hearing, soothe the sacred heart, soothe the sacred heart. Now, the way my mind works is I can go linear. And I started thinking, okay, I need to teach them about the heart center. I need to teach them about the higher heart, the sacred heart, the thymus, and I've got to give them some textbook information, right? But that doesn't really feel right today. What I do want to do is I want to share a little bit about my experience with the heart center and the power of the heart center. Our society really pushes a cerebral thing, right? That we're these brains to think it through. And while critical thinking is so essential, to our well-being and functioning, we're not a brain. When a woman is newly pregnant and goes to the doctor, they don't look for brain waves, right? They listen for the heart. They listen for the heartbeat. So anatomically and growth-wise, physiologically, we literally grow out of a heart. That's first and foremost, we're the heart, that's the fourth chakra, the heart center. It's the center of love, right? And and really a center of healing, because that energy of unconditional love, it heals, it shifts things. I see it, I work with it every single day. And when we bring the energy of unconditional love in, it moves that which is not out. It raises the frequency, and it's undeniable. And that love, that heart energy, that frequency of the heart, right? It's here, and it comes and it goes down our arms and it comes out our hands. And that's how we do hands-on healing. It's the energy of the heart. Even when we're channeling elsewhere, it comes in, it comes through the crown, it comes into the heart and then out through the hands, right? It's such a powerful energy. And now I remember one of my early teachers talking about the Sacred Heart, and he would have us do this exercise. It's a practice and, a tool, right? And I firmly believe that that's all we can do, is fill our toolbox, right? And find the things that work for us, and to help to shift, and we need shifting, help empower us to be in our power, right? And so, when we see pictures of Jesus the Christ, or we see pictures of icons or saints, so often you see that gold light emanating from their chest, or they might even have the heart or have a mudra there, right? So this teacher had taught us to essentially take your left hand and you put it over the heart center, and then you put your right hand over top of that. And that energy builds, right? Like when I do that, I can feel it. When I put my hand here, my body automatically smiles, and I begin to feel the energy coming in through my arm and coming across. And when I put it here, it creates like a circuit. And it's almost like fanning the flame, right, of our Sacred Heart, fanning the flame, building that love, right? When we hold that, we can shift it through our own body, but we can also send it to people. We can send it to circumstances, right? We can send it to places. And I remember all these years ago, I would lay in the bed and I would sit and I would hold this and I would fill myself up with this energy. I would fan that flame, right? And I would send it to people. I would think of people. And one day I'm in the bedroom of our old apartment, and I'm laying there and I'm holding this. And a voice in my head says, like very clearly, send Wolf $1,000. What? Like I have a friend named Wolf. He was very, very present in my life at that time, and he was a fellow healer. And send Wolf $1,000. That's a lot of money. That was a lot of money for me. And so I said, okay, I hear you. And I didn't do anything. The next day, I'm driving down the freeway, and I feel almost like a hand tapping on my head. And it was so intense that I literally, on the 101, I almost pulled over, and it was saying, send Wolf $1,000. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness, so this thing is persisting, right? This thought or this message is persisting. And how do I bring up to my husband, let's send this man $1,000, but the situation presented itself that it was either later that day or the next day. One of my husband's friends came over, and I ended up working on him. And I was studying a hands-on healing modality at that time, which had very immediate results. And it was one of those, one of those things that we pray for, right? That in the session he was there, and I just did a quick thing, and his pain went away, which was really cool, right? And my husband comes in to the room I'm in a few minutes later, and he was like very excited. And he said, I believe in you, and I believe in your gift, and I want you to know that. And I was like, oh, well, here's my opportunity. Well, if you believe in my gift, man, I got to tell you, I keep hearing this, getting this message, and I don't know what to think about it. And after some slight discussion, my husband said, don't block that man's blessings. And so I PayPal'd Wolf $1,000. And later found out that his mother had actually passed away, and he was in a position to be making all of the arrangements. And he didn't have resources. He didn't have resources to pay for the things that needed to be paid for her memorial. And then $1,000 appeared in his PayPal. It's powerful. You're powerful. The energy of your heart is powerful. right? And there's so many things in the world that we're fed that would have us want to close our heart, or feeling the pain of the world, and the things that just layer on there. We begin to protect ourselves, but we shut ourselves off from our power, and actually the empowerment we have to send to these situations, to shift situations. Actually, I want to invite you to do that process. So I invite you to put your left hand over your heart center and to put your right hand over the top of that. Take a couple of breaths. And see if you can feel that energy, that circuit of your heart frequency circulating through your chest. If you can feel that love building, that golden light building. And if you feel it, you can keep it for yourself. But also, I invite you to send it to somebody, to send that energy to something right now, whether that's a region of the world, whether that's, somebody that you love, somebody that you don't like. Because therein lies the challenge, right? It's easy to send love to those we love, right? It's easy to send love to those we support. But what about the places that really do need it, right? Are you able to send love? Are you able to send those blessings to something that triggers you, to someone that triggers you, to something that feels hopeless, maybe? Because that's where the change really begins to happen. When we not only fill ourselves with it, but we're able to share it, right? And sometimes in the places that are the most challenging, that's where the change begins to happen. Because that energy of our heart, that sacred energy of our heart, it's everything. In a couple minutes, I'm going to take a break and we're going to run some sacred activations. But one other tool that I've used, right? Because like I said, when I thought Sacred Heart, I've got to fill them up with clear information, so I can become very heady. I can live up here. And a tool that I was given at some point, and maybe it'll work for you, is when I feel myself up here and I'm not in my body and I'm not in my heart, right? I was taught to picture an hourglass, so that the top of the hourglass comes down through here and then sort of sits in the chest cavity. And when I know that, I listen better when I'm here. I know when my consciousness is sitting in sort of the seat of my soul, I can hear differently. I present differently, right? And so the tool is, when I'm in my head, I'll picture sand in the hourglass and just allow it to come down. And let all the grains of sand come down until it's sitting down here. And I'm actually sitting in my heart center. And I find that I listen differently. I find that I hear differently. I present differently when I do that. And so just some tools, some things that I've used for myself. And I'm gonna take a quick break, probably just about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna just start running some energies and see if we can bring in some ease and we can clear some things, right? Yeah. I'm here for it. Thanks for joining.
Om Times TV. Do you want to go deeper into sacred activations, which is a subconscious metaprogramming process? Tamara Oviatt is inviting you to visit her website at tamaraoviatt.com to sign up and get lifetime access to 3 free activations that you can listen to anytime you want or as often as you need. If you like what Tamara does and like to incorporate sacred activations into your life, she also offers live webinars, masterclasses, and practitioners training to further support your healing, manifestations, and expansion. There are hundreds of activations on her website that address different aspects of your life: money, health, relationships, intuitive abilities, and more. Head over to her website at tamaraoviatt.com and experience the magic of sacred activations. Thank you for listening. Imagine becoming a super influencer. Reinvent yourself, invest in your brand, and then manifest your success with a robust spheric approach. Om Times Media and Broadcasting offers a unique and multifaceted way to become the spiritual and conscious influencer you deserve to be by putting your message across our powerful platform with its proven record of integrity and excellence. Through our produced shows, Om Times offers the opportunity to become a social media TV personality, a radio show host, an Om Times magazine columnist, and a syndicated podcaster, all in one shot. By live streaming your show on Om Times TV and broadcasting it across the extensive Om Times radio and TV networks, you become more than a host. You become an ambassador and a force for positive change. Om Times. Open yourself to the possibilities.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Hi, welcome back. We're going to run some sacred activations now, centered on the heart center. So I invite you to get comfortable. To go wherever it is that you like to go to receive, whether that's in your heart or grounding into the heart chakra of Mother Earth. And begin running a Mother Mary sacred activation for the group, please. Please begin running Christ consciousness, sacred activation, please. Running 13 petals of the heart. From Black Magic Puppet Master, please, deactivation. Friend Quan Yin. And retrieve the organ, please. Retrieve the heart. You know, we use the expression, I give my heart away, or I give my heart to you. Not realizing we actually do these things. Energetically, we do that. As you repair the heartstrings. Oh, heaven on earth. Bring in a heart expansion, please. Thank you. Sacred heart activation. Bleeding heart deactivation, please. This will help to disconnect from taking on the pain of the world. You know, we can't throw anybody a life raft if we're drowning. And there's no shame in not taking on the pain of everybody else, the suffering of it. War deactivation. This is the war within and the war without. Run, I am the light. Ooh. Life is hard deactivation. Prison planet deactivation. These energies are coming in to rewrite the beliefs that we are here to suffer, that it's supposed to be hard. You know, we're fed that our whole lives. Life is hard and then you die. What if it's not? What if our birthright is bigger than that? What if life is meant to be full of ease and grace and finding your own bliss and sharing it? Each of you is a gift. Each of you is a gift. You're here for a reason. You've come here for a reason. And I promise you, it's not to suffer. It is not to just be in suffering. You are greater than that. You have more power than that. This is what we're doing. We're bringing our power back. We're taking it back and centering it. Now I invite you to ground. I want you to imagine going deep, deep, deep into the earth. Some say the magnetic core. Let's go into the heart chakra today, though. Deep into the heart chakra of Mother Earth. However that looks is correct. I invite you to feel the love of the mother, the support of the mother, enveloping you, grounding in these energies we did today, we brought in, that you brought in for all of consciousness, not just for yourself. I invite you to feel that support, that golden energy come in through your feet, through your toes, through the soles of your feet, through the heels, lighting up every cell, all of the fascia, the bones, the bone marrow, skin, the muscles, going into the core of your being, coming up your ankles into your shins and your calves, and your knees, releasing any tension, anything there that's no longer serving you. Going up through your legs, through your quads and your hamstrings, your inner and outer thighs. In through your bottom, into the hip joints, to the pelvic bowl. Lighting up, igniting, emanating light. Up into the belly, the tailbone, the lower back. Through all the organs of the belly and the lower back, going up through the vertebrae. Into the ribs. The heart, the lungs, the liver, the spleen, appendix, kidneys, adrenals, all of the glands, all the way up into the chest, up through the back, the spine, the shoulders, the throat, down the arms, the front and back, into the elbows, the forearms, the hands, lighting up your hands, the palms, all the way shooting light through the tips of your fingers, lighting up all of the chakras. Back up through the neck and throat, into the jaw, allowing it to release. The entire mandible glowing now. The teeth, the tongue, the lips, the hard palate, soft palate, the throat, sinuses, eyes, ears, the cheeks, up into the temples and the brain, coming up through the base of the skull and lighting up all of the wrinkles of the brain, all of the glands, all of it, all the way up through the crown and to the scalp. And I say thank you. I say thank you to you. I say thank you to the energies. I say thank you to spirit. I say thank you to all of the blessings that are coming. Thank you to the lessons we're learning, the lessons we've learned. And thank you for the ability and the agency to apply those lessons and to live and walk in discernment and in truth, the truth to ourselves, and to walk in our purpose. I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, that all of these energies integrate with ease and peace and grace and power. And power. that gentle, strong, potent power of the heart. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again, and I hope to hear from you. So, cheers.